And welcome back. There's an old saying in sports, it's not about how many times you get knocked down, but how many times you get back up. So while there was undoubtedly going to be some frustration with their season opening loss to BC High, the Needham boys basketball team needed to quickly put that game behind them. And that's exactly what they did as they responded with a 25-point win over Natick on December 16th. The Rockets looked to continue the positives on December 20th as they hosted another Bay State foe, the Framingham Flyers. And of course, we pick up the action for you in the first quarter. Rockets quickly go on a 9-0 run here, including this match shaker three-pointer from downtown. The Flyers, they however would answer on a 7-0 run themselves, capped by this jumper by Jamie Drucker to tie the game at 9. Brandon Monheimer comes back on the other end with a three-pointer to put the Rockets up for good for the rest of the quarter. And in the final seconds of the quarter, Thomas Shaughnessy with a little isolation creates some space and drains one from downtown. 19-13 Rockets after one. To the second quarter, Drucker, he finds the soft spot in the Needham zone defense. Kevin Laura able to put home the easy basket. Big play of the quarter, though, comes from Brendan Smith. Crazy sequence late in the shot clock. Smith ends up and has to put it up from long range. The big man looking like a shooting guard. 31-24 Rockets at halftime. Third quarter is where the Rockets take control. Shaughnessy in the corner drives baseline. Watch the beautiful up and under move here with Cooper coming off the bench. Shows off some moves with a little stop, pop, and jumper as well. We go back to Shaughnessy, the junior scoring 10 of his 19 points in the third quarter, including the step-back three-pointer in front of his own bench. Now later in the quarter, Shaker, he's going to split the defense and find Connor Reedy in the corner. He rattles that three-pointer home, and the Rockets are up 49-32 going into the fourth quarter. And showing off some moves. The dribble drive once more finishes with the right hand, up the leads to 16 points. And just to top it off, Shaughnessy steals the inbound pass, goes behind the back to Monheimer, and he lays it in. The Flyers mount a little comeback, but the Rockets hold it off and win this one. 63-54 is the final. Rockets improve to 2-0. They will next play the 23rd when they travel to Newton South for an early non-conference clash. Well, over to ice hockey in the Needham boys hockey team. After an undefeated preseason, the Rockets had some hopes for themselves. The team certainly came out of the gates hot with an 8-3 victory over Acton Boxborough, followed up with a 4-2 win over Medford. They skated to a 2-2 tie with Natick in their conference opener, setting up their first big showdown of the season on December 21st, hosting Framingham. And we have the action for you as well. 40 seconds left, and David Jacobs races up the left side. He's firing on net here and beats Jake Penrod up high for the first goal of the year. Rockets on top 1-0 quickly. About 3 minutes left in the period. Framingham ties it up. The shot from the point is redirected. PJ Konzo is there to flip it over to Dylan Jones, and we are tied at 1 apiece. Now, shortly before intermission, Flyers have a 2-1 break, but Jones makes the save to keep it tied at 1. Early in the second period is the turning point in this one here. Framingham gains possession in the corner. Nate Nichols' shot from the left circle gets deflected off a Needham stick and past Jones for the goal. And about a minute later, another rush for the Flyers. Pass back to Scott Swenis. He goes top shelf, and just like that, Framingham has a 3-1 lead. Rockets cut into the lead, though. David Jacobs skates into the zone with the puck. Shot is saved, but the rebound is banged home by Seth Jacobs, so it's a 3-2 game as we head to the third period. And in that third period, Dylan Jones was an animal in net, making save after save to keep Needham in this one. Denies the Flyers from point blank here. Rebound is deflected wide, and then makes a sprawling glove save here on the breakaway opportunity from Swenis. Beautiful play there. Now later in the game, Framingham with another rush. Jones comes up with a big leave save using his blocker on this one. But with a minute 30 left, the Rockets with an offensive zone face-off. They pull Jones for the sixth skater. The Flyers pick off the pass near the blue line. And folks, it's the empty netter on this one here. Framingham would add another empty net goal for a 5-2 final, but it was much closer battle than that would indicate. Rockets suffer their first loss of the year as they now sit 2-1-1. The boys have a week off for the holidays before getting back into action on December 28th when they will host Wellesley at Babson College.